we're putting a lot of, or baking in a lot of time for testing. Yeah, I think in Web3, there's always kind of this like rush to production, right? You rush to your production environment, get to mainnet as soon as possible. And for a lot of projects, that's totally fine. That works for them. Their users are fine, kind of being the guinea pigs, if you will, like mainnet, testnet type of thing. But, for our users and users of decentralized storage as a whole, they need to know their data's going to be there. They need to know it's going to be accessible. Yeah, it's huge. And so, like I say, a lot of, I'd say probably half of the remaining time before V2 has been dedicated to just testing. And we as a team have kind of reached the consensus that we want to be testing the same thing so many times that, we're sick of it. We're testing it till we're blue in the face. So that way we know, when we push to mainnet, it's going to be the smoothest deployment ever.
Yeah, I think it was Anatoly was saying that a couple of weeks ago or something, he wants the Fire Dancer deployment to Solana mainnet to just be boring. Just be the most boring day ever. And I think that's actually something, especially when you're dealing with mission critical stuff, when you're operating a decentralized storage network, people need their data. And if people don't have their data, something screws up, that's really bad, right? So it's you ideally just want to, as you say, do the boring things. There's a lot of people out there in Web3 that are, deploying a new shiny every day, but the new shiny can blow up quite easily as well. And it does often. We see that every day as well. So yeah, it's certainly for some projects, maybe it's a luxury, maybe it's not, or at least the choice to deploy, quickly. Whereas some projects that are, running mission critical things, you can't just take these decisions lightly or hastily.